Hello, beautiful souls. It's day 19. One more day to go of our 21 days of gratitude. How are you all doing today? Oh my gosh. Today is an amazing day. We had a tremendous windstorm come through here the last couple of days, and I want you to just check out the view of this beautiful home that I'm staying at on Lake Okanagan. I'm just going to turn around so you can actually see the front of the house. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. It's like this beautiful Spanish style home. It's magnificent. This was the home that I was telling you that I manifested for free with all the amazing stuff that was going on in my life. So if you want to learn more, I'll share about it a little bit right now in the training that I'm going to offer today around alignment. But if you have more questions and you want to wrap your head around this in more detail, don't hesitate to reach out, and I'd be more than happy to share with you in more detail so that you can grab a hold of this, because it's a very powerful message. So today for day 19, no, we have 3 more days. I'm sorry. Today's for day 19. We're going to talk about alignment. And why I want to talk with you about alignment is we all hear about the word manifestation, and it's a beautiful word. I actually like to use the word creation instead of manifest, because for me, manifest feels external and creation feels more internal, birthing from you, from, within. Your heart's desires, your passion, your pleasures, those aren't external. Those are all internal. And those, when you see those in the 3D, the real world, in your external world, that's because you are in alignment with your heart's desires, with what you want to create and bring about to experience. And so I'm going to give you an example. So to align, what you're going to do is I'm going to use boundaries for an example, because this is kind of the easiest way to present it. We all know about boundaries, healthy boundaries, unhealthy boundaries, attachments, unhealthy attachments. If you have questions about any of these, let me know and I can share in more detail. So when you are in a relationship with a person, place, or thing, this could be in a relationship with yourself, the way that you talk to yourself. This could be in a relationship with your children, your partner, your work, money, career, religion, beliefs, any of that stuff, anything that feels like it's more, well, beliefs is internal, but anything that feels external. And then as well, things, television, social media, addictions, anything that's sort of, that is an unhealthy attachment, or an attachment to something external that you need to self-medicate or release or numb out or disconnect, or anything that just makes you out of alignment externally. The way you're going to bring yourself back into an alignment is to create space. For me, using the word boundary, it feels, if you think of it as like a hard wall, I'm going to invite you to think about it differently as creating space. Like, think about, you've got like a little bubble around you, and you're blowing up the balloon, and the balloon's getting bigger and bigger, and maybe you need to leave 1 foot space, 2 foot space, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever your personal space is. And so when you're with people energetically, that's what you can do. You can do that with people. It's really cold out here. I might have to go in. I'm starting to shake. So people, places, or things. Okay. So think about boundaries and attachments instead of walls around you to protect. You can't come in here. I need to protect myself. Just think about it as creating space. Right? More space. I can still honor you. I can still serve you. I can still see your divine beauty, but it's in a space where it's not coming in and energetically plugging into me to take my energy to feel you, because you, the other person, place, or thing, has unhealthy boundaries, has unhealthy attachments, has unhealthy whatever. So when you start creating this space, we talked about this like maybe a week ago, you then have the ability to energize from your own sovereign self, because you're not tapping into external things, and other external people, places, or things aren't tapping into you. So you now become your own fuel source. which is fucking amazing. And when you become your own fuel source, your intuition turns on higher. Your energy turns on higher. I don't know if you can tell how energized I am. It's because I'm my own fuel source, and I'm sharing with you an amazing alignment experience that I just had. And I feel high as a kite right now because I'm so energized from this manifestation, this creation, this alignment that was presented to me. And it's happened because I have the awareness of creating more space, more sovereignty, more self-care, more self-leadership, more confidence, more trust, more assurance, more action to do what I need to do to stay in my sovereignty. And then what happens is you stop thinking about, oh, I don't want this to happen. Kind of like what we talked about yesterday. I don't want this. I don't want that. Get away from me. I really wish I could stop drinking, smoking, biting my nails, spending too much money. I hate this job. My relationship sucks. Whatever. When you flip it from what we touched about yesterday, take the pessimistic, low vibration, low energy, low negative talk, and you flip it and turn it to optimistic, and you talk positively. That's fueling you. That's allowing you to create space, be more sovereign in yourself. And then what happens is your manifestations, your thoughts, your dreams, your desires, your purpose, your pleasure, all these amazing, abundant, magical things that sort of seem like, well, as soon as I do this, I'll get there. Or when things will get better when this. All those things that are in the future instantly come into the now because there's nothing getting in the way between the future and the now. The future is now, and the now is the future. Because you're not living in your past mental blocks, mindset blocks, patterns, habits, beliefs. And you're not worrying about the future because there is no time. You've just jumped timelines and you've now gone into the future to receive all that you desire. And so, that's what happened to me with this house. That's what happened to me when I shared with you about the tree. And I just had the most amazing, magical client call where, like, literally yesterday, I redid my business plan. And I'm like, okay, this weekend, I redid a piece of my business that I wanted to spend some time and create a business plan for. What ended up happening is the call that I had with my client, we literally just did the business plan on that call and validated every single thing that I had presented in my mind, in my third eye, in my heart, my next vision, my next expansion, my next growth move. And so basically I just collapsed time because I was going to do that anyway. And instead I served my client by helping him because he's doing a business merger, a consolidation of a global company, and we helped clean up some of the mess with that. We helped tighten his business model. We helped create a sales and marketing plan, a business plan, a lead generation plan, an executive plan, a consulting plan, like the whole thing. We did it. And then I got off the phone and was like, oh, my homework's done. I don't have to do this now. And it wasn't from a selfish, this is for me. I didn't actually even put two and two together until I got off the phone and realized that I had just served myself as powerfully as I served him, equally satisfied, equally receiving, equally aligned. And so I paused, I celebrated that, and I'm celebrating in it. My client celebrated that, and it was amazing because I shared things that he didn't think about, that he needed, and I collapsed time on something I had to do anyway. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the phone, I'm so cold. And so the reason I'm sharing this with you is, one, I wanted you to feel the energy that I have right now. This is manifestation. This is magical. This is the power of feminine creation, of aliveness, of energy, of birthing, of expanding, of timeline collapsing. This is like magic. And what's so cool about this is when you are in alignment, you create the space so that you can be in alignment with your sovereignty, with your purpose, because there's 8 billion people of you on the planet and there's one of you. And your one purpose, when you're in alignment with that, be able to pay it forward and share it with others. And I totally lost my train of thought because as I got stuck, I'm looking at this view. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. And so when you're in alignment with that, then what happens is you are super energized from the creation of your intuitive guidance. And then you take your that's your feminine energy, and then you take your masculine energy, and then you task out what you need to do. So the masculine energy says, okay, I need to do this, go do this. Check, check, check. Because we all like checklists, right? And then when you give your inner masculine the assignment to create a list of things to do to check it off, because we all know feminine energy can multitask 10,000 things, and masculine energy is really good at doing one thing in a box until it's done. So when you use your feminine energy through intuition to create your aligned idea, your next growth move, your next expansion, you then allocate your inner masculine to say, please do this, next, next, next. Check those off, celebrate those fiercely, because then that is doing a giving and a receiving to yourself, to your self-worth. It's allowing you to be seen and heard and loved. And it's just like you're fueling your tank, and you can see how much energy I have. Like, I cannot sit still. And this morning I was so tired. I got like 2 hours sleep last night because we had this crazy windstorm. And so it's a full circle. It's a full circle of an unattached, a healthy giving and receiving from a place of service to self, to others, through paying it forward. And then it's just go time. And then it's just putting your plan into action, and there you go. And when you fall short of not following through on your masculine actions, that's your wounding, that's your trauma, that's your patterns that get in the way, your limiting beliefs. And we talked about this at the beginning of this session, and I can share with you in more detail if these things keep tripping you up. But when you commit and you follow through, just like we followed through on 21 days of gratitude, you then create a new baseline for your next level, for your next expansion, for a deeper level of sovereignty, for a deeper level of connection with yourself, for a deeper abundance and a deeper wealth. There are so many ways to have wealth: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, relationship, career, financial. And when you make this your number one priority for wealth, every single thing around you changes, and it's amazing. So I can't believe how much energy I have. This is nuts. So your homework for today is to think about where you can create more space and where you can look at boundaries with yourself or with others, people, places, or things, and not think about it as a wall, but think about it as, I'm just putting more space between me and this thing, energetically or physically. And when you do that, combine the optimistic, positive, creative, magical, joyful, what do I want? Play in that space and allow yourself to receive what comes through. Don't attach yourself to it. Don't say, well, I want this universe, because then the universe is going to be like, well, she wants this. We want to give her this, but just let it go. Enjoy the ride. And when you see something in alignment, celebrate it proudly, fiercely, loudly, because you are validating to yourself how fucking awesome you are. And rinse and repeat. So if you have questions, let me know. I will summarize this, and we've got 2 more days and then we're done. And so if you guys want to continue on this journey with me, let me know. I'm more than happy to have you participate in the next one that I'm probably going to start in the next week or so. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If any of this doesn't make sense or you want to dig deeper on it, we can certainly chat about this, because I want to see you guys succeed, because this is powerful. This is self-leadership. And the really amazing thing is when you figure out how to do this within yourself, you then can teach others to do this. You can help companies, you can help organizations, you can help industry, you can help community, you can help the world. When you learn how to stand in self-leadership of yourself by harmonizing your feminine and your masculine and getting them to work together in combination, in team, that is power. That is divine power, and that is divine alignment. Have a beautiful day. I love you. I love you. I love you.